Hello, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Today we will channel the god Odin or also Wotan, and you can choose as always free between those three piles. Maybe two words to Odin or Wotan. Odin is the highest god in the Norse mythology. He's like the king of gods. It's like with Zeus in the Greek pantheon, Odin is the highest god in the Norse pantheon. Odin is the god of wisdom. He's also the god of runes, and he suffered immensely for gaining wisdom. So a lot of you might be love to be intellectually stimulated. Just the last thing, Odin is the Norse name, while Wotan is the South Norse name. So it is actually more or less the same god, but with different names depending on the place. But without further ado, let's start your reading. I chose today this deck for the reading because Odin, he was like really strict about the tarot, so I had to search it actually. And yes, we see each other at your pile. And till then, bye. Okay. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading with Odin. The first thing I'm hearing for you is pride. Maybe you are a person that lives to get a kind of pride in your life. Maybe you are prideful as a person without a negative connotation. For some of you, also a little bit with negative connotation. And here it is important to see this about yourself. Maybe you're connected to the topic of the pride. You are a very hard worker, and you want also, you're really connected to titles and to hierarchy and to social status, even without realizing. This is a part of your destiny. It is in your bloodline. Some of you might have higher positions or leaders. Others of you want to be like them, and you're working towards this position because you are also made to be one. Let me now see the cards Odin has for you. Balsamic, compromise, rebellion. Okay, I think I'm getting what the cards are telling me. Yes. And this, however, upright. Okay. You are a little rebel. You are a rebel for good. You're you actually yourself have a problem with authorities. However, the topic of the hierarchy and the higher social status is a topic that somehow it's connected to you, and it is a trigger point because on one hand it is somehow a little bit part of you, and on the other hand you don't want this. And Odin is telling me that you are here to sit on a throne, to be a leader, but you somehow learned that it is not okay to be like this. You somehow learned that only, I don't know, arrogant people are becoming leaders or becoming, I don't know, bosses and so on. And this is a thing, a learned pattern, a learned thought process. Odin wants it to stop because it is hindering your growth, your personal growth. You're also someone that he's actually also talking about working together with other people. And for some of you, it's not so easy because as a rebel, you tend to stir up a little bit the pot and to provoke people. You don't like to compromise, and you like to go on full blow energy. And to be a leader, you need to learn to not to compromise, but to guide yourself in the right direction. Let me see. Okay, I need to change this. Okay. The devil reverse. Okay. And this is upright. Okay, you have some reversals. Let me just read them. Okay, you have the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. The devil is in reverse. The Four of Cups is in reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and you also have the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, you feel or you were rejected by a Queen of Pentacles or by a devilish person. And I see and feel a lot of pain. Let me just sit down. Odin is telling me that you are trying to not think too much about this, but actually you need to think about this because it is hurting you in a bad way. And this person could have a strong earth influence in their charts. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This actually is a Capricorn, and I don't know. I think this is Taurus. You feel like you were rejected in some way of collaboration. You feel like you were hurt in some way of collaboration, and this could be true. But what I'm getting is that the setting wasn't right. Maybe this was a workplace, maybe this was a special organization, maybe this was a bigger age gap where the other person did not feel ready to bridge this gap. And you were devastated, but you tried to move on without feeling the pain too much. You need to feel the pain because if not, the problem is you're getting bitter. And if you get bitter, it is not good for your mental health. It's not good for your emotional health. You need to work on this. You need to feel the pain, and you need also to not be ashamed to say that you feel humiliated. And only if you said everything, also just when you're alone with yourself, only if you were able to talk about this and to cry and to go through this pain, you're able to really move on. So you have two different messages. They are not really connected, but this message is influencing your persona a lot. Let me get what Odin wants to tell you. So I'm seeing people dancing. Some of you made a dance course or you want to take dance lessons. You should do this. Some of you have a strong Leo influence and you like to be seen. I'm always getting this with being seen, with role, with status. You need to do something in your life where you are seen and where you can shine. And for some of you, you were taught to not shine, to not be too much, but you are not too much. Because if you're too much for somebody, then they are just too less for you. It's simple as that. Everyone should shine as much and bright as she or he can, or they can. And what else I'm getting? Pain in your heart space. I'm talking about spiritual pain and emotional pain. Some of you might be fire signs, and you're trying to not think too much about it. However, if you're a fire sign, then you're quite watery. If you're a water sign, then you're hot water. You're connected. Fire and water is connected. And you're trying to get ahead in life. You're trying to develop into a successful person. You are already successful, however, and you will be able to go the distance. You will be able to go far. And Odin wants you to know that in order to get your pride back, and I'm always talking about this healthy pride, you need to accept your pain, and you need to understand that this is part of your life, and that it is not your guilt, your fault that something happened here, and only if you are able to admit this, you can let go. You can let go and be the person you want to be. Odin is like a mentor of you, and he wants to be at your side. However, you're sometimes not able to connect with him. But please consider connecting with him, because he can give you valuable lessons. Okay, this was everything I had for you. I hope it helped you a little bit, and if it did, please leave a like, comment down below and tell us your story with Odin. Share the video and consider to subscribe for other videos like this, and we will see us another time. Bye. Odin is actually quite stubborn. He got a quite stubborn and strict energy, which is quite interesting for me. Okay, I hope this is good in frame. Yeah. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading with Odin. Let me see if I'm getting any additional messages. Some of you bought something that is somehow a little bit defect, or there's something that's not working. And Odin is telling me that you still have the price tag, you still have the receipt, you should go and change it. For some of you, it's simply clothes, and you're afraid to do so. You don't want to be inconvenient with people, but he wants you to do this, because he's telling me that for some of you, it's simply to learn to do this, to stand up for yourself. And for others of you, you were also betrayed in this store you were. For some reason in your pipe, Odin gets political, and he's bringing up some situations of conflict in the society you live in. Some of you actually are activists, and you're thinking about standing up. Do this, and if you would like to stand up but you can't, because you are one of the targets that are suppressed, then find the people that you can trust and that can stand up for you. There is a lot with social justice in this file. He's telling me if you were like Harry Potter in one of the Hogwarts houses, a lot of you were in Gryffindor because you have a lot of courage, and or also Hufflepuff because some of you have a good heart. You are quite you're a quite strong light, and I'm feeling a lot of water energy with you. I'm feeling like someone who could carry the world on their back. Let me get the first thoughts. Oh, here is the way. Sacrifice. Yes, you're someone you tend to sacrifice things you have. Okay. Oh, this beautiful. You have a beautiful spread here. Let me get, the cards. You are the Empress. The Chariot. Okay. And there is a little fat angel. Let me. Okay. Now, and this is the Eight of Wands. Okay. Empress, the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. And you have your Sacrifice, you have Patience, you have Four of Wands, and you have Uranus Genius. From what I'm getting is that you are highly connected to water and to air. Some of you need to learn to have more patience in your life, and you need to learn to let life unfold. Sometimes justice comes by itself without hoping for it. For example, if some people were talking bad about you behind your back in front of, I don't know, your special person, I don't know, then instead of being angry and fighting them and everything, keep silence because they will play themselves. And usually, if you are patient enough to wait for results, they will come in quite sweet. You are someone you tend to sacrifice a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, your resources, and of yourself as a person when it comes to social justice. I'm getting a lot of social justice here, also with Uranus, because Uranus is connected to not to transformation like Pluto, but to inner transformation, but also to outer transformation. It is a very rebellious energy. These are the people that will lead revolutions. Maybe in Pi 1 there is a little bit for you. If you feel drawn to it, listen to it. But you are highly sensitive, but you have a mind that is like a machine. It never stops working. It is extremely fast. You're a fast thinker. Then you stumble over your faults because you're overwhelmed by your own existence. You have such a huge capacity in your brain that it is too much for your body sometimes. So you need to slow down, even if you don't like to slow down. You need to slow down, and you need to sit in your throne and to let life unfold for you. I'm seeing that you did a lot of work in an area, and now it's time to earn the fruit of your labor, and you earn them by sitting down in your throne and by waiting patiently. Now you are here depicted as an empress. You are that's the highest court with the emperor in tarot. And here there is the Ace of Swords in reverse, because you are so strong when it comes to fast thinking that you're at the moment quite overwhelmed. So you're not able to think clear anymore. You need to slow down. You need to slow down, and if you're slowing down, you're able to see the perspective of other things. You're able to think things through, and you're able to get out of the hangman position. Now here it's in reverse. I think that you are at the moment in a hangman position, but you're not seeing the other side of a thing. You're not understanding something, and you need to understand it. Not because it's the right thing, but in order to get the full picture, you need to understand all the sides of a story. And in your case, you're forced to do this because you have such a brilliant mind that you're able to do this and that you have to do this. Other people maybe don't have to do this because their mind works differently, but you you're able to see the big picture. This is your special power, says Odin. And he tells me this, and he's sitting like on his phone, and now he's showing me like the whole northern sphere from bird perspective, and to see it from above makes everything different and sets things again in proportion. And if you're able to do this, you're able to move in the direction you need to move, and you will move in a fast direction. You will move very fast in this direction. You need, however, to you need to move slow, slow, to slower than you would. You need to talk slow, but you're allowed to think a little bit more faster. The problem is with fast thinking and fast acting that our body usually is not able to keep up with our mind, and then we make mistakes. And it might be that you do a lot of tiny mistakes that are tearing you down, and you don't understand why it's always happening to you. But it is because your body is not able to keep up with your brilliance. I see a big interest in future for you, especially when it comes to human rights, to activism. You are quite political. This is something special in those times, because most people are not interested in politics. In politics, however, without politics, the world is not functioning. So we need good people that are standing up for other people to enter politics in some way. And you are one of these people. So you're one that you're standing up for people, you're standing up for animals, you're standing up for the nature, you're standing up. And it is important to Odin that you never stop standing up, because you will eventually enter into a leading position in this area where you are moving. But this is everything I have for you. I really, really hope that this reading could help you in some way. If it helped you, please give it a like, comment down below, and tell us your story with Odin. Share the video and consider to subscribe, and we will see us another time. Bye. Now, let us get the last clue. And here. It's very interesting with Odin, because I'm getting a similar vibe to Kronos, but it is still, however, there is a fresh breeze of air. With Kronos, there was just stillness. Pile number 3. Welcome to your pile, and let me get some initial messages for you. Some of you have something going on with a family fight or a conflict, and Odin is telling me that if you don't want to be the bigger person, try at least to step in to walk in their shoes, because there is someone that absolutely that is making you piss you off. But this person has a lot of personal issues and problems, and Odin wants you to see them, because he sees that this person loves a lot, but is at a very bad place in their life at the moment. And I'm talking about mentally, at a very bad place. And he's telling me that you always love this person as much as they loved you, and you're able to connect to them if you really want, or to reconnect with them. But this depends on you, and if you feel ready to do so. Okay, let us now get into the cards. Yeah, this is actually not such a problem. Risk. Oh, okay. This reading could be love related. This could be love related, and it is, as I'm seeing it here, quite difficult situation for both of you. Ace of Pentacles, then Three of Wands. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Highest Priest. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Now we have three in reverse and the High Priest and the Six of Pentacles in upright. Let me just get everything in. You're in love, or you're really interested in a person that where you think and they think that you can't have each other. You think this is a taboo thing. For some of you, this person is quite older. Hello, welcome back to your reading. My phone died and then I had to go because I had to recharge it, and this took too much time. So I'm back now, and actually this is something that is really reminding me of the nature of this relationship. There are some blockages in your relationship.